G'day and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. So jumping straight into Go Battle League. So we're in the Great League still, and I'm at, 45 battles. I'm about to do my next set of 5. So of the 45, 132, which is quite good, quite happy with that. A lot of the, shouldn't say a lot. There's a number of the losses were due to my poor play, so those numbers should be a little bit different, but that's what happens. So early stages and getting used to a team, you make mistakes. So one of the big things is to try and keep a team fairly consistent, so you can switch in and out, and you know when to throw charge moves, when to save them, stuff like that. So it just takes a bit of time to get used to. Hopefully now I'm starting to get a bit more used to this team. So if you want to check out some of the other battles, I'll link now to the playlist, so you can go check those out. So let's jump in and get it started. So I have been tossing up the idea of changing the team. I will stick with them for now. If I start coming up against more anti-meta teams, I will switch out. At the moment, I'm only in rank 5, so I've not sort of started hitting those massively anti-meta teams yet. We'll see how we go. So let's jump in and get things started. So hopefully we can get some decent leads here. We'll see. So we've got Eric, 25 MG. Let's see how we go. So Azumarill to lead for me. Wigglytuff for them. So that's not looking, that's okay. So it'd be good for them to switch out here, would be nice. Let's see what they do. So they're really chunking away. So what I might do is switch this up. Maybe I'll switch this up. Okay, so apparently I'm not switching. That's really annoying. So they're going to get out of there now, which is absolutely fine. They'll probably have... Raichu. So that's an interesting one. So I'm going to go straight into the Flash Cannon. They'll probably have Brick Break. The fighting type move, which will be super effective. So I probably will shield up the first one. Let's find out. So let's see what they've got. So it's a wild charge. So that's going to make their defense fall. So I'm just thinking if I go straight into a second shield, which I will because I don't want it to absolutely nuke me. Unfortunately, I've thrown straight into my own Flash Cannon. So let's see if they shield. So they've shielded that up. So this is going to be a, potentially bad situation for me to be in, and I've got there first, so that's absolutely fine with me. So this will be resisting my, so it does resist, but that's absolutely fine. Managed to get the win there. So this is going to be interesting here. So I think what I'm going to do is get some damage on here. And then come in with my let this go down. So they're going to have to throw this charge move. So I'm going to assume this is going to be an Earthquake. It could be a Frenzy Plant. At this range, Frenzy Plant may take me out. So that's fine. So what I'll do is switch in. So I'm potentially expecting them to switch, to be honest. Let's see. I'm just going to throw my Discharge. And apparently I'm not going to throw my Discharge. That is really frustrating. Another Earthquake. Okay, so that's got me low. So really lucky that that's not actually taken me out there. So this will take it out. And then I'm going to jump straight into my... Azumarill, throw the Hydro Pump. Let's see if that's going to do enough damage. And it does, so happy days. So that's game 1. So not a great lead for me. Took a little bit of time for them to swap in, and shielding up both of those wild charges really helped, and getting to my... Flash Cannon before they got to their third wild charge really saved me, basically. So let's jump into the next one and we'll see how we go. So not the best lead, also not horrible. It was absolutely monstering me down, but managed to save up the Hydro Pump for the back. So happy days. So Tommy Ledger. Let's see how we go. what is with the Azumarill leads? Let's see what they do. So they're probably going to, yeah, so they're just going to farm. So let's see here. I'm going to get to the, so I probably will have to shield this up. Let's see what they do here. So they may switch out. So they're not switching out. I think... I'm just trying to think what moves this has. Dazzling Gleam. So absolutely baited there. So I think what I'm going to do is Flash Cannon here. It's going to be resisted. Yeah. But they've shielded anyway, so that's fine. So it is a straight up water type, so I think I'm going to go the Focus Blast. So we'll see if they shield again. Yeah, so they've double shielded this thing, so that's interesting. If their best answer is a... So I think I'm going to let this one go through. We'll see what they have. So I imagine they'll double up. So it's a Hydro Pump. Oof, that's brutal. But at least they will have burnt some energy there. And let's hope I can get to my discharge before they can get to their next move, which it looks like I can, which is absolutely perfect. So this should be KOing here. Yeah, so that's KO'd that, so that's fine. And we've got the Bastiodon, so that's really bad for me. So I'm really hoping they did not switch out here. If they didn't switch out, I'm in with a chance. If they did switch out, I am not in with a chance. Oh, so that's okay. So they're going to be stone edging me here, I imagine, and then I'm going to have to charge. Oh, so this is really questionable. So they'll probably switch straight out now, so I need to get to my Hydro here. Let's see if I can. Oh, so I managed to get there. So this should be within range to Hydro Cannon this out, but it's going to be down to the wire to see whether I can charge this thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to, and I don't know. So I'm going to go straight up for the discharge here, and I'm just hoping this can do enough damage. Let's find out. It shouldn't be resisted, and yeah, so it's done enough damage there, so managed to take that win. Another close game, so these games are getting closer. Bastiodon in the back is a real pain. Yeah, so I want to be careful, because if, I mean, the Registeel against the Bastiodon is going to be absolutely fine as well, because of the Focus Blast, but it does have access to Flamethrower, so that can also put a bit of damage onto Registeel, so you got to be careful of that on the Bastiodon. So I think it's 7 and 7 to get to Stone Edge and Flamethrower, so it does take a while to get there. It is a pretty slow move, but yeah, so managed to get lucky. So you definitely want to be running the waters when you're getting up against Bastiodon. It is an absolute tank. As you can see, absolutely smashed that Hydro Pump. So yeah, got to be careful of that. So Ferrothorn. So this is not an ideal match for me. Let's see what we should do here. So I think what I'm going to do is switch straight out. I don't want to, and I fully expect them to do the same. So, oh, this is not good. Let's see what they do here. So they've got... So I'm not going to bother shielding this. I'm just trying to think of what I can do here. So they're going to be mud bombing, and they're going to absolutely wreck this Reggie. So I'm pretty much having to sack the Reggie, and so they've not shielded that, so that's absolutely fine with me. If I can get to, I think I'm not going to shield this either, you know, and then just throw into the next one. Let's see what happens. So they're going to mud bomb, and they may get to another one before I get to a Focus Blast. I really hope they don't, and I've got to it. So it'll be really interesting to see whether they shield this or not. If they don't shield this, I think it could be within range. Oh, and they have shielded, so there goes the shield there. So that's fine. So Skungfish is ground and electric, so this is really not good for me. So they're probably going to be mud bombing straight up, and they are. So I think I'm going to need to shield this one up, and then try get to the bug buzz, I guess. Oh wow, they are just yeah, so it takes 5 to get to a mud bomb, and they're just absolutely wrecking me here. So let's see what they do here. So I probably should have gone the discharge here. Let's see, I might get the shield, I might not. So I've not got the shield and managed to finally take it out. So that Stunfish did some work, so this is not good. So let's just swap this up, and I didn't get to swap out in time. Oh, this is brutal. This is absolutely brutal. Let's see what we can do here. I really want to get to my charge move. They will be shielding this up because this thing's doing some putting the hurt on. So absolutely chasing at the end here, which is not what you want. So I might actually get to... No, so it didn't even let me throw my charge move with one shield remaining. So absolutely chasing my tail there. And then they had the Ferrothorn in the back, which that was a... they put the hurt on there. Absolutely owned in that one. So I'm just trying to think of what I could have done differently. So about the only thing was send. Yeah, no. So from losing that lead match, they just had all of the answers. Yeah, so hard to come back from that one. I'm just trying to think of what would have been the play. So maybe an Alola Marowak would have been good in that instant. Actually, no, probably not, because then they would have brought in their Shadow Gardevoir. So it's a hard one. Win the lead is the answer to that one. They just had a team that countered me really well. So win the lead, basically, is what I needed to do there. Stunfisk really put the work in, and the fact that I didn't have a grass really put me in a bit of trouble. So I think that's the team makeup that's lost me that one. Let's see what we've got here. So this is not ideal. So what I will do is swap out into my... let's see, I fully expect them to swap here. So they'll probably throw their... So they're not throwing their charge, so they are now. Question is, do I shield this up or do I let it go? So I'm going to shield because I don't know what it is. It's just the Thunder Punch. So that's really frustrating. But let's see if I get a shield in return. I imagine I will be getting a shield. And I do, so that's fine. So I think the next one I just have to... So I've gone the 1. Even if this is Wild Charge, I just have to let it go. I can't. So it's just the Thunder Punch again. So that's fine. So let's see if I can actually get there. So I've got to my Bug Buzz. Come on. What? Are you kidding? Are you seriously kidding? That's absolutely outrageous. Really annoying. So I should have just gone for the straight up Wild Charge there. So this is really bad for me because now they're going to throw the absolute nuke. I have to shield this. I just do. Let's see. And it's a Thunder Punch again. What are they doing? Seriously, they're just... So I need to burn a shield here. Oh wow, I'm not burning a shield. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go another one. So they're probably going to a Hydro Pump very soon. So what I need to do is get some damage on the board and switch. No, too slow. Yeah, too slow. but that's fine. So this will be the Hydro. It's going to do a powerful amount of damage, which it clearly does. Let's hope I can get to mine before they can. I'm going to switch this out and see if I can catch a fast move, which I can't. So I'm just going to throw the Ice Beam. So Ice Beams, I'm going to be in Ice Beam range. Let's see if they want to keep a shield. They may shield this up because they have a, yep, so they're going to have a, probably a Play Rough. But I'm fine with that, because then I can, yeah, ooh, so they've got the Hydro, that's not great. So then I've swapped that up, and it's going to be the Alolan. Oh, come on, charge it down. Thank you. So let's see what comes out now. So I'm really hoping for something that's, yeah, so they're probably, can they switch? No, so I don't think they can switch. So that's fine. So I'll throw the Hydro. So that should do a whole lot of damage. Yeah, so the question is, do I have enough? How much health does my Reggie have in the back? So the Reggie in the back, oof, not much health, so I'm going to have to throw this. I don't know if this is going to be enough damage, and I don't think I've got enough energy stored to be able to get to another Flash Cannon. Oh wow, so nope. So we both fainted at the same time, almost had the Flash Cannon. Yeah, so close. Had I been able to KO that and get the next Flash Cannon off, might have been pretty close. So there's 2 and 2 so far. Yeah, we'll see how we go. So losing those leads is really bad for me. Let's see what we get in the last match. So they've all been really close matches, and there's been nothing that's been an obvious. So this is good for me. Let's see what they switch to. So they will be switching. Well, no, apparently they're not switching this out. Let's see. So it is the Steel, so I'm going to go the same. I don't know why, to be completely honest with you. So I'm just going to go... I'm going to Shield. I'm going to do it. Ugh, and the Flash Cannon me. So I'm just going to go the straight up Focus Blast here. Yeah, so they've drawn the bait there. That was not ideal from me. I should have stayed in with the, yeah, and then they've shielded that up. So this is really not good for me. So this is probably going to be the Focus Blast now, but I can't commit 2 shields to it. Yeah, so Focus Blast, I'm not going to be in, they're going to have to charge me to get me to another one. Let's see if they're going to commit 2 shields here. If they do commit 2 shields, it's going to put them really weak in the back, so that's fine. Let's see. So they have committed 2 shields. Wow, okay. And they're just going to charge me down, so that's really interesting. So I'm going to come out with my Galvantula. And let's see, so I'm really hoping to be able to, so I've only got 1 shield left. I'm going to let this go. It will be resisted, but it'll still take off like 2/3 of my, what the, okay, so the Focus blasted me. Okay, did not expect that. Fully expecting the Flash Cannon there. So they may only have the 1 move on this Reggie. Just because that's probably not the ideal one to do. Oh, wow. So the question is, do I want to shield this up? No. So that's fine. I'm going to come out with the Azumarill. I should be able to bubble this down before it can get to another charge move. Let's see what comes out. So I fully expect them to possibly... Oh, so this is not good. This is really not good. So I'm going to have to count their moves. I think they've done 1. So let's go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So was that 6? Was that Play Rough? Let's find out. Yeah, so it looks like they're running Play Rough and Hydro Pump. So we'll shield up the next one. I don't think this is not good. They've got a full health Altaria in the back, so not shielding the yeah, so not shielding for the Reggie was really bad. So I'm going to shield this up. Yeah, this is rough. This is really rough because there's no way I'm getting to 2 hydros, and I tried to, and I've got to their yeah, so they just outplayed me here completely. This was, yeah, my own fault. Yeah, bad play on my part. Really frustrating going 2 and 3 there. But it does happen, and so that shows that this line is not well, is starting to be countered pretty hard. So now's when I need to start switching this up. So I think definitely the one to switch out of, I don't know. So lots of people are still running the Altaria. The Registeel's probably not putting the work in that it used to be, just because everybody's running the counters for them. I'm trying to think of what is going to be good. So something like a I'm just trying to think of what's going to be something good in the back. Let's claim this reward and see how we go. So we'll go up a couple in rank 5, which is fine. Yeah, really disappointed with that one. Lost a couple of those matches there that I really shouldn't have. Made really sloppy mistakes. Actually, I didn't. I only lost one that was sloppy mistakes. One it just had the complete wrong setup. Had all perfect counters. Lost that lead hard. Lost that lead real hard. And then the last game was... I should have shielded. Should have shielded, but obviously didn't, and we all saw. So shielded when I shouldn't have, didn't shield when I should have, and yeah, so that shield bait just really wrecked me on their Reggie. And possibly what I should have done was, yeah, so I definitely should have stayed in with my Azumarill, knowing that I had my Registeel to counter in the back, their Altaria, and then I would have had my Galvantula against their Azumarill. So, I mean... It's easy to say that, but yeah, it's when you play as poorly as I did there, what are you going to do? So that's what it is. So maybe switch out my Registeel for something like a Toxicroak, because then it can cover the fairy types, it can cover the, with its poison, it can cover the steel, so Reggie's with its fighting. So maybe something like a Toxicroak in the back would be the way to go. Yeah, we'll have to see. I might run this line again and for another 5 and see how we go, but yeah, we'll have to mix things up. So that's it from another one for me. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.